A spiritual journey unfolds like a delicate blossom, revealing hidden truths within. Ultimately, this journey transforms you, guiding your heart towards love, peace.
In last video of that serious spiritual process, I would like to project where that spiritual process really start. It starts with recognition of that inner heart, inner soul, that space within, that aliveness which energizes your mind. And together with that, when you are on some religious path, may start your really life journey, your purpose, what you're supposed to do, service to God, to humans, humanity. It may take different forms according to path you will be given. It all really depends from God. Your way, your timing, and your place will depend from God, from Allah, from existence. Really. He's selecting you to do certain things in certain environment. Not really us. We have to be in a way ready. So at some point of time, your way may be, let's say, from one place to another place, redirected. And so then you see, okay, I feel that wholeness in my heart there. I feel it all feels well. It all working well. This is missing element which I search for entire life. And finally you may arrive to some church or to different Buddhist temple or to Hare Krishna temple or mosque, and finally there is approach towards you. You may be baptized, you may take shahada, you may take different sacraments, and there is approach towards you. Some certain people will approach you asking if you want to serve, if you want to give sacrament to others, if you want to bless others. It's not really done by people, by God himself. He's selecting those people to give you that message that you may be blessed, you may bless others as well. It's not like we may ask for it. I want to be priest, I want to be imam, I want to be this and that. Quite often your own mind will think you serving, you doing all of that, but it's really indeed has to be done by existence itself. Allah, God, Krishna, whatever name you want to give it, it will select you at some point of time when you will be ready, and you will go through certain steps and processes to take part in those sacraments, to bless people, bless different things. It will be like confirmed in you, and you will be asked many questions on that way, if you agree with certain things. That spiritual process leads to that, to basically serving others in one way or another. You may recite Quran, you may be imam, you may be someone who giving advice to others, you may be priest, you may bless people, you may baptize people, you may be Buddhist monk who also bless people, giving different empowerments, things like this. It's all have to be learned. That way have to be learned, and from perhaps beginning there is perhaps selected way for you, selected destination, but actually that destination will be dictated, I believe, by where your heart surrender, where you start feel all of that, where all of that will start working for you, where you as well have skills, ability, language to find yourself in that. For example, I went through all of them religions. First was Buddhism, 1.5 years. I did different empowerments, pray and do those mantras. After that was Christianity, and I've been with Christians, I've been baptized, I took part in different things. After that, I ran away from that environment. I touched the Hare Krishna place. I also took part in different sacraments, and finally I went to Islam, and I stayed there for 7-8 years. I took Shahada, but somehow I didn't learn in Islamic way understanding of the prayer. I learned how to learn surah, how to recite that surah, but I somehow could not incorporate in my mind meaning of that, so it was incomplete. The same I didn't get, even after all this time being there, spending time there, praying there, I didn't get invitation to any further way or progress. Actually there was many, but I had resistant mind for learning, for learning. Perhaps it was too hard because that was different, like language. But it's not hard for many others. You need to, in a way, surrender to the way. Where you surrender, where it will be easy for you to go on that path, spiritual path, where God wants you to do something, it's perhaps will be right way. So in Islam, it didn't happen. And in meantime, after a while, I've been invited to Mormon church, Christian church. And there I had again baptism. And there I've been invited to be priest, to have priesthood. Perhaps in the eyes of God existence, it was most correct way for me, because language was almost the same. There was no difference of culture, so things have been quite more easy for me than in Islam, or let's say in Buddhism. Or we got just specific mindset which can perform well in specific environment. And as well, where we surrender, where we are willing to cooperate and do things. Because quite often for entire journey, our mind don't want to cooperate, want to hide, want to run away from those things, don't want to take responsibility. We don't want to take responsibility, it's too heavy, too much fears in us. But when we overcome those things, where we come to the softness in our heart, when there is less of fears, less that congestion inside, then we may start and be willing to take those responsibility of that spiritual way, serving basically others. Because with service of others, we as well enriching ourselves. We are rebuilt, renew in most quick way. That the spiritual process is about. God bless you and Salam Alaikum.